Hello, it's Kathy, and I pulled a card. Compassion. I see and feel others' point of view with forgiveness and kindness. Compassion. And I was inspired to pull this book, A Bald Head and a Strawberry by Hyungjin Moon, the leader of Reverend Moon's church right now. He is our king. And I said a prayer and I opened to this page. Okay. This is a great hope in fostering true cross-cultural, interreligious appreciation and tolerance. It is my belief that dialogue among religions is one part of the peace process. However, dialogue alone is not enough. We must be unity. Thus, I believe it essential for people of faith to experience, to practice with, and to express devotion with others from various religious backgrounds. This is very difficult, of course, as we inevitably bring our prejudices and biases. Thus, the task is for religious peoples to become more aware of these tendencies and prepare a heart of common brotherhood and acceptance towards others of faith. This does not mean we throw away the moral values of our tradition, but it does mean that we more firmly resolve to find the points of unity rather than of division between our other brothers and sisters. In the modern world, divisions between ideologies have led and are leading to wars all over the globe. Christians killing Christians in Northern Ireland, Jews, Muslims, and Christians murdering one another in Israel, Hindus and Muslims killing each other in India, and the slaughtering continues. In such a world, many can become quite skeptical of religion. In fact, they can say that it is the problem. That's how my mother feels. But this analysis is not thorough enough. Most often, political and ethnic undercurrents enhance religious conflicts. Religious fanatics can and have used religion to justify killing and the like. But this is only one side of the coin. How many killings were deterred, avoided, or stopped because of the teachings of religions? The teachings to love thy neighbor, to take the log out of your own eye before you try to take the speck out of the other, have guided and benefited mankind for centuries. In my opinion, religions, although they seem like the problem, are paradoxically the only chance this world has to actually realize peace. It is within the core of religious teachings that we are compelled to love, to care for others, to empathize, and to learn patience and forbearance. The core message of religion is to allow people to become more loving and humane. Could you imagine a religion that explicitly teaches to kill, rape, and steal? This would be hell. Abonim, which means father, frequently says that in an ideal state of existence, religion would not be needed. I do not believe this to mean the destruction and oppression of religious traditions, as that would simply be a repeat of the evils of communism. It may, however, mean that we may find ourselves as more similar to each other than different, regardless of what religion we are a part of. It may be speaking of a fundamental awareness to see the goodness, the original mind in people. It may require us to go beyond our denominational mindset and see each other as brothers and sisters of a common humanity. We are all interconnected in a glorious network of quantum energy packets of hopes and dreams, of desire to find meaning and be happy in life, of experiencing suffering, of making mistakes, of reaching for the stars, of wishing for peace of mind, and maybe to find and become one with the One. Those close to you know your little imperfections, the way you scratch your head, or the way you attempt to dance, or whatever. These are the things that make us laugh with tears of joy when you are away. There is an incredible feeling of comfort and solace in knowing that another human being can give him or herself fully over without fear of judgment or getting made fun of. We can reminisce on how they were free to exhibit themselves fully without restraint to us because they genuinely trusted us. This liberating trust is what is needed to make religions come together and transcend their respective theological positions. I realized that systems of faith were unique ways in communicating the same belief, a belief in something greater than ourselves. We believed we could get to the moon, so we did. We believe that life will go on, that we will have happiness, and that we will find true and everlasting peace and joy. Aren't these objectives something that we can achieve or get closer to? If and only if we first believe it to be possible. Isn't it belief in something like life or even the inevitability of sadness or suffering that can many times be the antidote to our daily struggles? Okay, I'm gonna go on. I had my ups and downs in life, and I wrote a reflection I got through meditation in my journal. It reads, life is but a wink. It goes by unnoticed. Being mindful, our lives can become meaningful and not meaningless. Bask in the infinite glory that is that wink. See through its infinite stages. Feel and become that wink. For if you do not, that wink, like so many others, will be lost forever. This thing we call life can be so precious, so enriching. It is just a moment in eternity, a glimmer in an expansive dimension of time, but one that is so incredibly worth it. The moment is an eternal moment. It is one moment in all of eternity that is even more precious than eternity itself, because you got to experience that moment. When I think about this, I am exceedingly grateful. Realizing my own mortality and the evanescence of life paradoxically makes me more appreciative of life. It makes my goodbyes and my hellos more meaningful. It makes my wife, our children, their laughter, and our stumbles together more meaningful. It makes my parents, my siblings, my teachers, my mentors, the world more meaningful. It makes the one more meaningful. In short, I realize that everything precious to me will no doubt leave me one day, so while they are here, I'm going to try to nourish them with every ounce of my effort. I will not wait till death to look back and say in regret, I should have paid more attention. I should have gone up to the attic and found that soul of mine. I shouldn't have wasted my life away with anger and resentment. I should have had more life when I was living. Ultimately, all of us are going to pass on, and many times we live to die. But all of us, without exception, are dying to live. Don't waste a moment. Don't let it pass you by. Don't let it get away. Find it. Go up to that attic with all that baggage hanging around up there. Sort it out. Make amends. Make peace. Be happiness. And let that soul fly freely into the glorious heart of love. We all make the choice. We all decide. We are responsible. Once we accept that, we can begin to choose life. Life is but a speck of sand in a desert of eternity. Make sure it doesn't get blown away by the winds of your mind. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope this was helpful to you.